All right, the winners now. Let's come to let's Akpakomiza. Akpakomiza.
You pronounce that name better than I do.
Okay, let's talk about Akpakomiza and his practical
Akpakomiza.
governance.
I'm getting used to it.
Akpakomiza and his practical
Akpakomiza.
governance. His ideology of practical governance. You know, it excites me when I talk about Senator Monday Okpebolo, aka Akpakomiza.
Akpakomiza.
Yeah, and his idea of practical governance. And when I first heard about it, I said, "What are we talking about?" And I said, "Okay, let me try to understand it." So I sat back and said, "Okay, Bakomiza and his ideology of practical governance," and it came to me what they're talking about using the facts before me of what he would have done in different parts of his land. And I got to understand that his idea is that, okay, you work hand in hand with the communities. You understand what they want, and you work with them to understand what they need. You prioritize their needs. Like, what do you need right now? What do you want done for you? For example, do you want water? Okay. Is it school educational support? Is it health support? Is it according to the resources available? And the people are happy because their problems are being solved. So, looking at that theory of Akpakumiza and his practical governance and being able to relate it to what he would have done on ground, I said, okay, I understand what we're talking about now. And with the situation in Nigeria, I believe that is the way to go because you have loads of needs. You might not be able to meet all of them at the same time because if they haven't been met for a long time and now one is trying to meet them, you have to prioritize them. That's what is done in every part of the world, even in your house. When you are building a house, there are a myriad of things that you need to do. But you need to step back and say, where do I start? What do I do first? They tell you, oh, you have to do that, you have to do that. Yes, at the end of the day, before you finish that house, you will do everything. But there are some that you must do if you need to continue. You can't just say bring everything at the same one because at the same time because you might not have that money. And if the resources to do it, whether it's a human resource or whatever, the rain, external factors might not allow you to do it. So you do what is necessary at that point in time. That's what I see. That's what Akpakomiza and his idea of practical governance that he's bringing to the table. But what is most important is that when we talk about what are your people say, tell me what you are going to do. Tell me if you were voted as a governor, what are your policies? For a long time now, what we hear from politicians and their candidates is that they are going to work on education, infrastructure, they are going to work on health,
Agriculture.
education, infrastructure embodies a lot, and health and economy. But we do know that they don't always do that. For example, Governor Vaseki, I have a video of him when he came to Uromi in 2020 saying, I am going to give you water. I'm going to give you roads. I'm going to improve your economy. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But Obaseki is finishing his 8 years, and there's no one single infrastructure that of major infrastructure in Edo Central. I guess it's the same with Edo North. Even the Edo South that he managed to do some little, I saw him commissioning the civil service commission building has been built over the years by Obemudia or thereabout, and he just renovated it, and he called President Jonathan to come and commission it. So you cannot boast of actually bringing water that you promised, uh, constructing roads, even if it's one major road in the different community that you say, okay, this one is leaking that, this one is leaking that, okay, it's transforming the communities, community development. You can't boast of them. When I compare that you had that power, you had the opportunity, you had the power to make that change, and you didn't do it. And I'm seeing Akpakomiza with his ideology of practical governance situating water in different parts of his land from Irua to Ekpoma to Uromi to Igweben. I think that should be appreciated. When I see Akpakomiza supporting the security outfits now that desperately need support from our people, giving them money, giving them equipment like cars to enable them to do their work. When I see Akpakomiza constructing or helping to revamp roads in some communities, when I see him helping to revamp educational facilities like buildings and all, that is the person we should be talking about. That is what we want. So when people ask the question, out of this candidate, who has been there for his community before now? I raise up my hand to say, I know one person that have been there before now. He is Akpakomiza. That is my position. I don't know about you, but I yield the floor to you to tell me what you think about governance and the people working together to achieve what they want, especially from the point of view of the coming election.
You've said it all. Thank you. And for instance, you can't be in Benin as a governor and just say, I give so place. You can't make policy in Benin without knowing the location. My village, you don't know my village, or you want to cite something there. You're making policy about my village without including the people. The people must participate in agenda setting, in policy formulation. The people must participate. That is participatory democracy, participatory development. You see, Akpakomiza is on ground. Akpakomiza has been there. Akpakomiza did the perimeter fencing of Udomi Primary School. He completed the reconstruction of 3 classrooms and headmaster's office at Udomi Primary School, Iroa, Boho at Ujawa community, and so many places like that, like Afuda community in Iroa, Boho in Udomi, Boho at Ile community, Ekpoma, Boho at Emado, Boho at Ekehe, Igwebe, Boho at DJ community Uromi. Electrification or re-electrification of Idumu Iyasele quarters Ujavo, Wisan. So many like that. He re-roofed Idumebo Town Hall, complete re-roofing of Ukun Grammar School. So many. He's been on ground quietly.
Yeah, and you have a donation of laptop computers and free internet facilities to first privately owned university in Edo State, Mudiame University, Irua.